Ciao ragazzi! Hi guys! Bentornati al mio canale. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, obviously, we're going to be talking about whether you need Italian to come study here in Italy. This video is for those of you applying to courses taught in English. If your course is taught in Italian, then obviously you will need a certificate to provide your proficiency in Italian. But if your course is in English, it's a little bit more of a gray area because you'll be completely fine in the university bubble, but in everyday life, outside of university, the basics can really help. So I'm going to talk about some of those scenarios today, things that happened while I was here, and yeah, where you can get started with your learning journey. For those of you that are new here, I'm Anna and I'm studying a master's degree here at Politecnico di Milano taught in English. So like I mentioned, within the university community, I can get along with all other students just fine, even those in Italian, in courses taught in Italian, because everyone has to have a basic level of English to study at Politecnico, and I'm pretty sure it's similar to many other universities in Italy. So within the bubble, you will be able to make friends and communicate just fine. Obviously, the professors will speak very good English, sometimes throwing in a few Italian words, especially if they're frustrated, but hey, it's Italy. You gotta get used to gesticulation, attitudes, and all of that sort of stuff. No, it's really not that bad. I'm joking, of course, but obviously every culture comes with differences in temperament and things like that. In the bar, so bars in Italy are basically coffee shops. You can also get food there. Sometimes they have a canteen, like in our university. The staff members in our university bar, they don't speak Italian, so it's quite good to know how to order coffee and things like that. It will just make your life easier. But generally in the university bubble, you'll be completely fine if you just know English to feel comfortable within the university territory gates, whatever you want to call it. But when you step outside of those gates, whew, that's a whole different story. Only 13% of Italians speak a proficient level of English, which means that there will be situations, whether it's in the supermarket, the doctors even, I had a situation where the doctor didn't speak any English, where knowing the basics will help. Especially when you first come to Italy and you'll be loaded with tons of bureaucracy. And unfortunately, it's kind of ironic, people in those places don't speak English. So I was quite lucky because I had an Italian friend, and whenever I got stuck and people didn't understand what I was saying, for example, when I was applying for the public health system, I just called her and I was like, hey, can you speak to this person and explain like what I need, like what I want to get and things like that. Yeah, definitely making Italian friends in your first 2 weeks is priceless. I mean, I knew this friend from a long time ago, but anyway, long story. So obviously you can use Google Translate and things like that, but really knowing the absolute basics will help, and people will really appreciate it as well if you know how to say buongiorno, ciao, grazie, and all these little words that make you feel like you can have a basic connection with someone. So if you do plan on getting started on your Italian learning journey, I have 2 resources which are my favorite. They're completely free here on YouTube. The first is the 30-day Italian course by Dolce Vita, and this is where you can learn the very basics of Italian conversation, like hi, how are you, and all that jazz. Then the next step I would recommend is the A1 level course by Passione Italiana. Here you can learn a bit more of how the language works, the grammar, like masculine and feminine words and things like that. Also, for those of you that are coming to Politecnico di Milano specifically for a master's program taught in English, there's a catch. You will have to do 1 semester of Italian. It's an online course that's twice a week in the evening. You'll be able to choose the days and stuff like that. It is a bit of a pain on the because it's a course with 30 people online. You really don't get a proper interaction with the teacher. If we did a topic, for example, like age, a simple sentence like quanti anni hai, how old are you, took maybe 15 minutes because we'd go around the whole class. And you know how like on Zoom you have like little squares, like we'd go around, I mean the teacher would go around the whole class and ask the same question, and then it was like 25, 23, 22, 21. But you will have to do it anyway for coming to Polyme. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you learned anything new. Let me know down in the comments below, or message me on Instagram at analyst.yt. There's no content there, but I do try to reply as soon as I can so I can help you guys out. That's all for this week. I'll see you in the next one. Hope it's a good one for you too. Ciao.